595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
And we're back here at Beamer Field as we going to the bottom of the fifth. It is 4-1. Prince Edwards is holding on to that slight 3-run lead that they got in the first inning. And their first ups hasn't done anything since then.
Yeah, they've kind of been like frozen since then. You got to give the credit to the Crewe Burkeville team here. Coming up, we got Kyler Hudson, hardest at the bat. He is 0 for 1 for the day.
Let's see what Hudson can do. Here comes the pitch from Fitz. Swing and a miss, strike one.
They call him on that inside area there, and he swung at it. And that's what Coach Lane is kind of dancing around going, you know, listen, if it's inside, you duck away from it. You don't swing at it.
Lane jumping around. Very colorful guy, actually. Very hard working. He did a great job on this field this week. Swing and a miss. And that ball hit the catcher's mitt, and then he swung.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me too.
Lane better be careful not to walk out of that batter's box too far. The umpire can call him on that. No balls and 2 strikes now. Fitz winds up with a pitch way high. Now being there for ball 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That went behind the guy.
Yep. Anyway, Fitz turns up and winds his spring up again.
Crewe just 2 more shots here at the 2 more chances.
Well, actually, it's kind of been a pitching duel, Fitz and Gibbs.
Yep.
Here comes the wind up and a swing and a miss, strike number 3. Now Fitz strikes another man out.
That brings up Luke Hauser up the bat. Luke is also 0 for 1.
Crewe has not gone through their batting order very fast.
No, they have not.
Here comes Fitz now with a pitch. That one's going to be low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, be careful. The umpire calls those sometimes, so I was kind of unsure of that one.
Yeah, but you can't swing at anything that's so
true.
loaded
That
that you think you're Armour Palmer or something like that.
No.
Here comes now the pitch way high. And that went from Armour Palmer to the Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah, that was a little out of control there.
Or actually, that'd be like throw a tennis ball up, so you'd have to be John McEnroe.
Well, Matt Fitz has pitched 76 pitches so far today, so he's pitched quite a bit.
2 balls and no strikes. Here comes now Fitz, winds up, and here comes the delivery in there for strike number 1.
The outside area that time.
2 balls and 1 strike. So he's still throwing strikes, although he's been in the entire ball game.
Yeah.
Here comes the windup and delivery. Hard hit, hard hit ball. It's going. Home run! He got a hold of that one.
That one way out there.
And that means it's down to just 2 runs.
Hey, it's getting closer, isn't it? So, still only 1 out. And I believe that's going to bring up Mr. Troy Snyder up the bat now. That was a great hit, though, wasn't it? That went out to the other field, I believe.
But I know one thing. Now comes number 7.
Okay, I got someone else number 7. Just number 7?
Ready. Yep.
That's not number 7.
Caldwell.
Oh, because we are down there.
All right. That one's going to be low and inside, ball 1.
Oh, my God, I got Snyder's name. Or House's name, rather. Sorry, guys. Sometimes they change the batting order and they don't tell us anything here, so we stay in confusion sometimes.
Okay. Anyway, 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes Fitz now, turns around with a windup. That one's way low, ball 2.
I know I told you to get down, but you're down.
2 balls and no strikes here in the bottom of the 5th. Score has gotten a little bit closer. It's 4-2.
2 runs is not much. And Crewe's getting ready to go to the top of batting order again. Strike, got him on that one. That's going to be 1 strike, 2 balls, and 1 out here at the bottom of the 5th.
2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Fitz. And, that was way high.
Way high, yeah, he shouldn't have swung at that one.
The ball's up here.
2-2.
You can see Coach Lane giving him the
Here
instructions.
goes Coach Lane. He walks almost up halfway to the batter's, almost to the batter's box. And each time the umpire looks back at him and said, hey, man,
You get back there.
you got to be careful not to get too. Here comes the pitch right in there for strike number
outside
2,
corner.
3.
Lane
And he will
cannot
strike him out. Now bring up
believe
the
it.
second out.
And Lane's just sitting there. He can't believe that. He said, no. Umpire likes that outside corner here, that's for sure. That brings up the topper batting order, I believe, to Mr. Reynolds. I believe Reynolds at the bat. Reynolds is 0 for 2 for day.
Bitch, you last time.
If this is Reynolds. Call a timeout here. Give us time to
Who's calling the timeout? I think that's the umpire.
double odd. Yeah, actually, umpire. I'm not sure what's going on over there on the.
Well, I was waiting for another ball to come down, but
yeah, ball.
now everybody's coming out from the Prince Edward Farmville. Uh-oh, wrong lineup.
Uh-oh.
Remember we called
Yeah,
it?
I knew something was weird going on
Oh,
here.
Lord, this could be a 3rd and final out.
Yeah, I knew something crazy going on. I'll check my lineup going. Well, they jump from their number 9 person to their number 12 person all of a sudden. Now, changing the lineup is nothing new here in Dixie. They do that all the time, but you're only supposed to cut out your extras, not your one people in the queue already.
Okay, Reynolds is in there. Double odd.
Yep. Okay, Reynolds at the bat. He is 0 for 2 for day. Saw him back in the 3rd inning.
Here comes Fitz now with the pitch. And right down there, for strike
outside
1.
corner. He is going to call it outside corner every single time.
Low and outside.
He loved outside, yeah.
Let's go, Johnson. Leave it out front.
Lane came back just shaking his head. He said, man, I don't want to let this inning go.
Yeah.
Come on, 9.
They just started out too good with that home run.
Oh, yeah. Here comes now the pitch. Way low. That'll be in there for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And if you just tuned in, last part of this game, this will be the 3rd and final game today.
You can watch recordings all night, though, if you want to.
Yep. 4-2. Here comes the pitch.
Way outside.
And it's going to be way outside. It's in there for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Matthew Fitz is approaching the 90 pitch point.
Come on, 9. Do your job, baby. You all right?
2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. And a hard hit ball into the hole. Into the hole. That will be a base hit. So the tying run is at bat, though, but they got 2 outs, Robbie.
That's true. It's tough. But, you know, again, they're on a little bit of roll here. The momentum's in their favor. They can keep it going, and they are at the top of the batting order. Their best hitters are coming up here. Garn's up to bat. He is 2 walks today. He's been up 2 times and walked both times.
Here comes the pitch, and that's in there for ball number 1.
He is a left-handed batter as well.
Matthew, go do it, buddy.
This game is getting very, very close all of a sudden.
Left-handed hitter can hit it into right field, and that can really cause some problems. And a hard hit ball. It's in the hole.
He's in the hole.
Here comes the runner.
He's going to third. He's going for third.
He's going to third. At third. He is safe. He is safe. And a tying run is at second. second base. The tying run is at second base.
Hey, way to put it on him, Austin. You're all right. Ain't nothing hurt right here.
That puts Reynolds on third and Garnes on second. There's still 2 outs though. But like we said before, the momentum is swinging definitely in Crewe's favor right now.
And check this out. Guess who they got coming up?
They got Mr. Cameron Gibbs coming at the bat.
Yes.
And they are going to have a power in the middle of the field here.
Well, what do you do? I know one thing you might want to do. He hasn't done that well today, but he's due for one.
He's due, yeah. You got to be careful. You don't want his...
And here's the trouble.
You don't want his
late in the inning. You might want to walk this guy.
Moreover, you don't want his only home run to come off of a 3-run and put him in the lead.
I will bet you if they don't walk him, they're going to throw him some junk that not even Mickey Mantle.
Nope, they changed the pitcher. Pitching change.
New pitcher.
Number 35, that would be Austin Roach coming into bat.
And this guy looks like he can whiz the ball pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's end up turning of events.
Fitz goes away with actually a good thing. He pitched, if I'm reading this right, look, he pitched 89 pitches. He got ended it with 8 strikeouts, just 5 walks. He pitched to 18 batters. They fouled 23 times. And I'm trying to find strikes if I can find out where it is on here. So strikes. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on the list here. No, strikes. 46 strikes. So not bad.
No, he didn't. He's pitched a very, very good game. Well, I think what they want is someone with a lot of speed and
coming
pass.
in. Yeah, you don't want to. It's just, again, this is too much of a ripe opportunity for Crewe right now.
And what Gibbs has to do is be very careful.
Don't get too aggressive.
Don't get too aggressive and get into a, I know he pitches fast, but don't get into a sucker pitch.
Yep. Yeah, he's pitching pretty straight here, too.
Lane is almost up there. I'm surprised Lane didn't grab the bat and try to bat it himself. We want to thank once again for everybody who's tuned into our stream at www.wpexonline.com. And it's nice, good, close game.
Gibbs coming at the bat. He's 0 for 2 for the day, but like you said, he may be due for one. And this is the time where you want it right now. If you're Gibbs.
Runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch to Gibbs. He winds up and delivers way low, and now being there for ball number 1.
Austin, you got to be at home, babe. Make it better.
Walking Gibbs here would not be an exactly bad thing.
I don't know. You got Sean who's on fire tonight, though. Sean Krogan behind him.
Here comes a pitch. And this is a hard hit. I mean, a bit.
Oh, he gets hit. Oh, no!
He fell down. And he gets back to the third base. He slipped and fell on the grass.
Austin trips.
And now it's a 4-3 ball game, and a runner, and Grimes represents the tying run at third base.
This game has changed dramatically, hasn't it?
A base hit now is going to bring Grimes in no matter what, and that could tie this ball game. We can't even see extra innings. Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it?
Wow.
So 3-4.
Here comes now the pitch. And it's a
hard hit. It's going to pop up. Going foul. That's going to hit the elephant.
Oh, and it hit the top of the elephant out.
Yep.
Good ball, Blue.
And I will make sure that everybody is okay.
Yeah, that one went straight up. Yeah, we have to be careful. Some of these pitches get a little wild over here. Heather should be okay. She sounds like she's okay out there. Come at the bat, of course, is still Mr. Sean Krogan, who's been hitting very good today.
Here comes now the pitch. And it's a hard hit ball. And
he gets a double bobble.
And a run scores.
Tie game.
It's tied up. This game is tied up, ladies and gentlemen. It is 4-4 here in the 5th inning, and the go-ahead run for Crewe and Burkeville is on second.
Crewe has come back from a deficit, and they are now tied here in the 5th inning, and the momentum is still on their side.
And this big number 99 character is up as he puts his batting gloves on and smokes his glove up. This guy looked like he can hit the thing out of here.
99 is Jacon Coleman. He is 1 for 2 for the night.
Get out. All right. Wow, this is an exciting game here. Here comes down the pitch. And it's going to be way inside for ball 1.
The runner's going to hold up and not go to, not steal any bases there. We got runners on first and second. So the go-ahead run is on second base.
A walk will actually load these bases up.
Go.
And like we said so many times, a couple of runs is nothing in this league. That one's going down there for ball number 2, 2 balls and no strike. And David Lane is about to eat he's eating his glove right now. He's actually putting it in his mouth and eating the thing. He's jumping all around. He can't believe it.
That's a sweat glove too, man. That's kind of nasty.
Yeah. Here comes the next pitch. Here it is. It is right in there, and it's going to be foul back, foul. Out of play for ball number, 2 balls and 1 strike.
2 balls,
first strike.
2 balls, 1 strike, and like I said, tie game.
Wow, it's going to be an interesting.
Wire,
it's going to be an interesting 6th inning coming up. David Lane is hooping and hollering, jumping all around the field. Here comes the pitch. This one's going to be outside. Runners in there for ball 3. Runners will score.
Oh, he made a mistake. Oh,
Oh my God! He's going to score. He's going to score. He's going to slide in there. It is safe. They're ahead. He is safe, and Dave Lane is going crazy. Wow! Crewe Burkeville will now take the lead in this game right here in the 5th inning, and they're going to call timeout and go talk to the pitcher.
I think it's a very good idea.
Whoa! Boy, oh boy,
What a
oh
shit.
boy.
This Crewe has did exactly what Crewe has done exactly what Farmville did to them in the first, and they scored 4 points.
How many listeners do we have on a screen, I wonder now?
Yeah. It's a close game, sure.
Yeah, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, 5. It's all good.
Oh, thanks for listening, folks. You're into a good game.
Yeah, this is a very good game, and they're going to call timeout, get everyone calmed down. I mean, you're only down by 1, and we, just like they know, that is not much at all.
And we can make sure we're hearing the audio okay. Just make sure that we're doing okay. That we're okay, good.
That'd be a bad time to lose our audio, wouldn't it?
Oh, no. Okay, David Lane now is taking his handkerchief out now. Hopefully he puts that back in his mouth. He folds it up neatly.
Here we go.
And now he puts it back in his pocket. Now we're ready to resume play. Coleman is still up at bat with a 3-1. Here comes the pitch. Hard back, and now the count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He had a hard swing there, but it got past him ultimately.
With 2 outs, but Crewe Burkeville has came back and taken the lead over Prince Edward Farmville. I wonder how it's going up there in the broadcasting booth. You got Steve Wynn for SVS for Crewe.
Oh, smell must be bad.
You got Kicking Country.
Not for Steve Wynn.
For Richard and, their home team, so they're battling it out.
It's crowded, yeah.
Here comes the pitch. And by the way, you can buy these DVDs, folks, at www.wpexonline.com. You can email me, or actually John, at wpexonline.com.
3 balls, 2 strikes, full count, 2 outs.
Or Robert at wpexonline.com. And you can buy a full version of this. And the quality's great. And this one's going to be a foul. The count remain full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
What was Lane doing there? He's like running to grab the ball or something.
That's fine.
That's his 3rd foul there in a row, too. So Austin's just being, hammered here tonight.
With 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Still at the bottom of the 5th. And boy, what a bottom of the 5th it has been.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Runner on second base. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to be walk. And now runners are at first and second.
That one got away from him. That brings up Mr. Dakota Rhodes at the bat now for Crewe Burkeville.
Things started to deteriorate a little bit for Phipps when he was pitching. Unfortunately, this next pitcher is having a little bit of trouble.
Rhodes at the bat, and Hardison on deck there.
Runners on first and second. Still a 2-out rally going here. Here comes the pitch. He whizzes that one. A swing and a miss. Strike one. No balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. 5-4. And Prince Edward Farmville, remember, will get one more crack at it. Here comes the next pitch. So I know Crewe Burkeville would like to get at least 1 run in. Yeah. 1 more run in. And then hopefully hope they can still keep the Farmville from scoring any more runs and win this ball game. What a close one. Here comes the pitch. And this one's going to be foul back. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Farmville would love to get out of this inning. This has not been a good inning for them. They want to get back on the other side of the bat, maybe score a run and tie it right back up, or go ahead themselves.
A few unfortunate errors
what really cost them, just errors.
It's really cost them. And they will in this type of a ball game. Here comes now the pitch. And this one's going hard.
Right in the middle.
It's in the hole. And they're going to sit. They're going to hold everybody up.
But with a bases loaded situation now.
And bases are loaded. Bases are loaded.
And Crewe is just on fire right now.
David Lane is out there talking to his batter.
Go up a little bit. Have fun. Hey.
Number 37. Hardison. How do you pronounce it? Hardison?
Hardison.
Here we go. Bases loaded. Here comes the pitch.
Strike.
Caught
Caught that outside corner.
Strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike.
Yep, caught the outside corner that time.
Cogan's on third base, can add to that run. A base hit will bring him in. Right now, Crewe leads by 1 run, 5-4. Here comes now the pitch. Wind up. Here's the release. And it's he fouled the ball back, and that was a changeup that just got Hardison unprepared
Looked like he
there.
swung in slow motion that time. That was kind of like, maybe I'll go for it. No.
Stay tuned, folks, for the pregame or for the postgame wrap-up. We'll tell you what's going to be going on tomorrow, about what times to tune in. Runners on second and third and first. Bases loaded. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. And they left them on, but not until they take a 1-run lead. It's 5-4 as we go into the top of the 6th. 5-4. We're going to be right back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons in Crewe are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
What does your world sound like? That's geography, the music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
Field in Crewe, Virginia. A rivalry play going, and it couldn't be any better. It's Prince Edward's Farmville and Crewe Burkeville, and boy is it close. 5-4 as Crewe Burkeville just took a 5-4 lead. And Robbie, I don't think it gets any better than this.
This is a good game here, but got a serious business here. This is Prince Edward Farmville's chance to come back and maybe put a few points on the board and maybe take that lead right back.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You got to hand it to Crewe Burkeville so far.
Off the bat is KJ Maddox, by the way.
Here comes the pitch, and that was in there for strike one.
Maddox is 0 for 1. I mean, 1 for 2 for the day.
And you got to admit, Robbie, after that first disastering inning for Crewe Burkeville, they haven't floated since. Here comes the pitch, and this one's going to be a foul back for strike number 2. So now we've got no balls and 2 strikes. Gibbs look, takes a deep breath, and now winds up, and here comes the pitch. Zooms that one in there, pretty high to that being there for ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gibbs will be way into the game now if he'll get this first runner out. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. And this was a hard hit ball, but it's going to be foul ball out of play, actually. And now being there for strike number 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Imagine Maddox is pretty happy to see that, frankly, because that would have gone in. That would have been an easy picking for the right fielder.
And he's had a good game, by the way. He's done very well. Here comes Gibbs now with a windup. And up, way out. That was kind of a change-up.
I think it changed up too much.
And it changed up way out of the batter's box, what it was. That'd bring 2 and 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes now the pitch. And this one's going to be in there high, and that brings it up to 3 and 2, 3 balls and 2 strikes. He represents the tying run, so he needs to keep him off the bases as he can. Here comes down the pitch. And a zoomer, and awful close.
Yeah, that was close. Anyways, now they're looking at the tying run. It's back on first base.
Now David is back over in front of the coaching spot, and he's still dancing around out there, as you can see.
Just over in the other dugout there.
Yep. The other coach, his assistant coach, sits down in front of him, but David is still running around.
Can no cage contain him.
Here comes the pitch. And it's a hard hit ball.
Back.
And it's going to be caught. No, it's missed. Here comes the tying run. And they're going to bring him in.
He's coming in.
And they're going to try to throw it on in. And he scores. This ball game is tied.
Now we got a tied ball game. 4-4. I mean, so 5-5 rather.
That walk was a costly one because it ended up being the tying run.
Worse yet, you got a runner on second now in the name of Roach, who with no outs. That gives them a lot of chances now to bring him in.
That went all the way back to the warning track.
You know what?
A hard hit ball.
And by the way, to make matters even worse, you got Mr. Blout coming up, who made a home run back in the first inning. And by the way, that was Roach who made a home run back in the first inning as well. 3 RBIs to his name for the day, too.
Well, at this point, it doesn't make any difference. I'd almost walk him. I really would. Here comes now the pitch. And this is a changeup. It's going to be outside of ball 1. And the reason I would walk him is if you walk this guy, it doesn't matter. 1 run's going to score anyway. So you don't want someone who's a great hitter to be ready to be cocked and hit a base hit and bring this man on second base in for the winning run. Here comes the pitch. This one's a hard hit ball. That one goes foul for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That was a hard foul, though. If he straightened it up a little bit, that would have gone out to the outfield for sure.
There's no outs. Anybody can even tag up. And also, if you walk him, that would give you a forced play for a possible double play. No, I would not let this guy hit.
I don't know. Runner at second, he can be hard pressed to get in the position to make a run off of a pop-up. He may get to third, but that's the best he can do.
Yeah, but this guy can hit a home run, Robbie.
Well, you can't put people on base. They'll put you down 2 points.
You can if you're tied score with a man on second base. You can.
I wouldn't walk. I'll throw him garbage, but I wouldn't walk him on purpose.
At least that would put him into a forced play.
But if you get him out,
where a ground ball, you could be able to get a double play out of this.
To be fair, Gibbs struck him out back in the 4th inning too. So he's not someone who's never struck out before. Gibbs is 1 for 2 for the day.
Here comes a pitch. This is going to be way low. It's in here for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
You know, it is usually in these games, if he walks when it comes back to haunt you later.
Yeah, but how many pitches has pitch Gibbs?
82.
He's got 82 pitches. That's a lot of pitches.
Yeah, but
and you're going up against a guy that can knock it out of the park.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here comes now the pitch. And this one's going to be a hard-hit foul ball. It's the top of the backstop.
That puts him down 2 strikes.
So now the count goes 2-2. At least I wouldn't give him anything good.
Oh yeah, again, high and inside, you know. Force him to back off the plate a lot, you know.
Here comes now the pitch. Winds up and strike
he swings
three. He's out of there. What an important out.
That brings up Xavier White. Xavier is 0 for 2 for the day. Not a lot of luck for Xavier.
Relax, 2-3. Come on. Breathe, baby.
You know Cameron's got to be tired.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful. Play will be at first. Hard hit ball into the hole. And this is exactly what I was worried about. They're going to... The Roach will hold up at third base.
Yeah, but he can't walk the entire team either.
And I don't blame him for holding him up.
Yeah, that would have been an out if he run him in. That brings up Brady Atkins, who is 2 for 2 with an in-park home run and a single for the day.
Hey, look around.
Yeah, remember his. So anyway, a base hit now is going to bring Roach in. Here comes the pitch with 1 out. Way down low. Runners will advance to second base. That takes out the forced player to double play.
I don't know. I might be tempted to bring in a...
And Holiday might send him, but he may have left too early. They might be sending him back, and they are.
He left for the across the plate.
Yep.
Hey.
And that could be very important because the force is still on.
Yep.
And if the right ball is hit, a double play could end this inning.
Yep.
Then we go into over innings.
No, not yet, because there's still the Crewe got one more.
Oh, that's right. Crew's home field.
Yeah, top of the 6th right now. Everyone's kind of resetting here. I don't know. Gibbs is pretty tired. I might would have changed Gibbs out, but he's just. He's having a hard time making strikes now. And this is not the situation. I bring in a good pitcher, a new pitcher in for this. I bring my best guy in for this actually. Gibbs is the best guy in here. That's it.
Here comes down the pitch from Gibbs. He zaps that one down there. Ball 1. And the runner advances to second base. That guy's got a lot of wheels on him.
Yeah.
He can really roll, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah. At least he's not on third base. Look at it that way.
Hands inside, Brady.
So Gibbs looks around at the situation, making sure that everybody's got their head in the ball game. Can't afford any mistakes here. Here comes the pitch. That one's in there for Steve Reich. Now being the count 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Kids would certainly like to make it 2 outs right here.
Hands inside, Brady.
Talking about pressure. Now don't get any more than this. Here comes the pitch. And this is going to be a blue ball. And they're going to try to throw him at first, and they don't get up.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Run will score, and now it's 6-5.
Hey, stay your two.
Now, Crewe find themselves down by 1.
Come up big, Brady. Come up big. Come up big.
And was that the really right play to do, I wonder? You need that second out, But then again, you need to get that guy out at home plate going in.
But they weren't going to get that guy at home plate. He's already too far gone already. When he hit the ball, he was already halfway to the field. They weren't going to get him out. So I think I know why. It just
I'm not questioning the actual decision to go to first. Here comes now the pitch.
Yeah.
And now the guy's going to run to second.
And third, double steal.
And runners will advance. Steal second, steal third.
And like I said, I'd say it might be time to change up Gibbs. He's done great, but you need a new pitcher, a fresh pitcher right now. He's having a hard time making the balls, and when he does bring them, they're pretty predictable.
And Fitz is up. Fitz is a good player. He's a good batter.
He's 0 for 2 for the day.
Runners are ready to go on those bases. Here comes the pitch. Zooms that one down here for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Here comes the pitch, and that one's going to be foul back. No play on that. That'll be strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike now.
Same thing, babe. 1 out, you don't have to move. Robbie, 1-9.
Well, I guess Winter's going to have to play Shirley, won't they, Robbie?
No,
and a swing and a miss. And Fitz wasn't even close to that one.
Winner of this and the loser gets a bye tomorrow, and they play whoever wins the game. The loser plays whoever loses the game tomorrow, and the winner plays whoever wins the game tomorrow. I believe that's how it works.
All right.
Good looking, boy.
We'll sort it all out in a few minutes. Here comes Gibbs with a pitch way high. That brings the count to full.
I don't know. He walks at full. That's full. That fills the bases up. He got good hitters coming up behind him.
Well, hopefully he set him up for a fast pitch.
Don't help him. We got another batter over here. Don't help him.
I would bring this one smoking right down the middle. He does. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That brings up the second out.
That brings up Jacob Fisher, I believe. Fisher is a 1 for 2 for the day with a double back in the second inning.
Let's see what happens here at the top of the 6th. 6-5. That's 1-run difference. Farmville leading. That's coming in there for strike 1.
That looked low. Surprised that one.
It did look low.
low.
And I guess you can, as low as this umpire calls it, you can just roll it over the plate and he'll call it a strike.
I don't know about that, but it was pretty low.
That's an exaggeration. Us play-by-play announcers do that sometimes. Here comes the next pitch. And he changed him up, and he went for it. Strike number 2.
Crewe would love to get out of this inning with only 1 run against him. They can recover from that next inning.
So he can throw him just about anything with an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Here comes now the pitch, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice fire that one down there. So, as we go into the bottom of the 6th right now, folks, check this out. 1 run different. We had 2 runs score and 2 men left on base. So again, as we go into the bottom of the 6th, it's 6-5. Prince Edward Farmville leading. We'll be back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons in Crewe are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round with a smile, located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
What does your world sound like? That's geography. The music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action.
And we're going to interrupt that.
Let's keep pumped going.
PSA.
Luke Howes at the bat now. Luke is 1 for 2 for the day.
Here comes now the pitch. This is going to be inside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Luke Hauser.
He's at the bottom of the 6th inning.
1 ball and 1 strike. He represents the tying run if he can get on. Here comes the pitch and a changeup, and he went for it. Boy, that changeup really works if you do throw it right.
Yeah, if you go right, you can catch, especially aggressive players like Luke, who really wants that ball.
It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes now the pitch. And they tried out again, but it dropped so much.
Kind of lost control.
Even Luke didn't go for it. Now will bring the count 2-2. Matthew Fitz will go to third base as he pitched a heck of a game himself. Here comes now the pitch. And that was going to be low for a full count.
Ooh, that was close too, I gotta say. Of course, Luke Hauser represents this all-important tying run. And of course, the lead batter for this inning.
And with full count, here comes the pitch.
Oh,
and this was a foul ball.
He got it!
And Fitz came over and made a fantastic play. For the first out.
Let it go right there, 50.
That brings up Charlie Snyder at the bat. Charlie is 0 for 1 for the day.
Brady.
Yep, and his jersey number is 0 for 1.
Okay. Actually 0 for 2, I'm sorry.
Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I gotta say the momentum is definitely swung here in Farmville's favor. They seem to be having the outs on their side right now.
And it all started with that walk to first base. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, caught him on the outside corner.
There, caught him on the outside corner for strike number 3, or strike number 1, or 2 rather. With out number 1.
One out, 2 strikes.
Yep. No balls and 2 strikes. Here comes now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul back.
Stays alive in there, although he shouldn't have gone for that. That was way too inside.
David Lane walks halfway up there. Now he comes back. He's the third base coach, and he's the head coach. Here comes the pitch, and it's a foul back. Stays alive. No balls and 2 strikes. And again, thanks for everybody who's tuned in to our web stream, who is watching our video cast live. We appreciate it.
And of course, everyone's watching the DVD who bought a DVD for this game.
Yep.
Should get a few sales with this one, I hope.
We should.
It's been a great game.
Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss on a changeup for the second important out.
Very important out. And Austin finds himself just 1 more out from getting out of this game and winning it by 1 run for the Prince Edward Farmville team.
The winner of this tournament will go to Lunenburg for the state championship. That's why we don't see Lunenburg playing in this tournament. They're hosting the state this year up there at Nebula Field. With 2 outs, here comes now the pitch. And this one's going to be low for ball one.
Yeah, okay, that one has been a little inside that time.
On your toes, Farmville!
Here comes now the pitch, winds up and delivers. And that was high, and he went for it.
Out of the back, so strike one.
It seems like with this particular pitcher, they've gotten a little bit impatient because he throws the ball so hard.
Yeah, slower.
And they kind of did that thing with the same thing with Cameron Gibbs, actually on the other side.
Yep.
Here comes the pitch. And another changeup and got him.
And now one more strike.
One more strike.
And Prince Edward Farmville wins this game. A very hard-fought game, too.
So with 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs, this could be it. Here comes the windup, here comes the pitch, and this is going to be a foul ball, so that still count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You're doing that same old stuff, right? You gotta get athletic with it, all right? Gotta be smart. 2 outs!
Here comes the windup, here comes the pitch. Strike number 3, and he wins the ball game. Prince Edward beats Crewe in a very hard and tough battle game. He wins 6-5.
That was a good game, though.
And with that, we're going to play the commercial. We're going to come right back, and we'll give you the post-game wrap-up and tell you what's going on tomorrow. We'll be right back. Again, Farmville 6 and Crewe Burkeville 5 will be back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons in Crewe are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge, and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
For those of you out there on the stream,
Well, I don't know if we got anybody left on the stream that's starting to drop off as soon as the game is over with. But anyway, let's find out what's going on
they're not here.
tomorrow.
I guess they're not here for award-winning personalities, are they?
Oh, well, that's just the way it goes. First of all, what a game we saw. Well, a game we saw earlier wasn't quite as close as Blackstone got beat up pretty bad. Who was it?
Dinwiddie National.
Dinwiddie National.
Yeah.
And that was like, what, 18-2?
That was a rough game.
And then the next game, that was a rough one, too.
Yeah, Charlotte ended up just coming up and start hitting against everything that Dinwiddie American could throw, and they beat them, so that put Charlotte in the next round.
And then, of course, this final game, this was a close one,
Yep.
6-5. And, boy, right in the last inning, both teams were just battling it out.
Yeah, that was a good fight there between the two. Anyways, looking forward to tomorrow. We will begin broadcasting probably around 5:30, give or take, in the game. The first game, it's 2 games tomorrow. First game will be between Blackstone and Dinwiddie American. They'll be playing at 6 o'clock tomorrow. That'll be in the loss bracket. The loser is eliminated. The winner goes on to play Crewe on Sunday. On the second game will be at 8 p.m., and that's in the winner's bracket. That's Dinwiddie National against Charlotte County, so we should see a good game there between those two.
Okay, folks, I want to first of all thank Jenny Hart for helping us in here inside the White Elephant, writing stuff down. And also, we definitely want to thank Miss Heather Hart and doing a great job up there and doing the camera operating and everything. And tomorrow, well, at 6 o'clock, that's our broadcast time. We want to start right around, I would say, 5:30, I would think. So,
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, give. Anyway, tune in tomorrow at this website and on this frequency. I'm John Hart, along with Robbie Hart. Everybody out there in Radio Land, thanks for listening. From Beamer Field, from me, from WPEX, and the rest of everybody's staff, good night, everybody.